all-time high. We've had so many young people that's passed away from knife crime, gun crime, and the work that we do as Project Youth is quite vital in the community to help with young people, to help divert them away from the life of crime into positive diversions to help them make better decisions for their future and move them away from a lifestyle of crime and the risks of losing their lives. Part of that life throughout Project Youth is working and helping to support families. Now, the impact that it has on families that have lost their children to knife crime is devastating. Guys. So what you're going to hear now is families that have lost their children, and within the fact of them losing their children, the things that they actually do now in the community on the fact of losing their children. So you're going to hear from the vice president now.
Thanks, Carl, and massive thanks to Carl and to Carlo, who I love very much. My name is Martin Cossa, and my son Charlie, who was 17 years old on July the 22nd last year, went out to a party that he should have been safe at, and Charlie never came home. My wife, who's with me tonight, and Charlie's younger sister, who was 15 at the time, got a knock on the door, 2 police officers at 12:30. Are you Martin? God, they know my name. Yes, I am. Your son's been stabbed, he's critical. What ensued the next 2.5 days, we shot off towards the Royal Sussex in Brighton. We got diverted because Charlie had had a traumatic cardiac arrest. We arrived at the hospital and he'd had another traumatic cardiac arrest. He lost every single milligram of blood in his body, ruptured bowel, ruptured spleen, stabbed in the heart. At 17, this is a boy that wouldn't have had an argument, let alone a fight. He was protecting a girl. So, when Charlie, just before Charlie died, and we were due to switch off his life support machine, I made my little boy a promise. And I promised my son 2 things. One was justice, and the second was that I would spend the rest of my life educating young groups of people about the dangers and immeasurable impacts of knife crime. And I've started this charity. Thank you. I've started this charity, Charlie's Promise. If you look on your seats and on your tables, you may well see one of these. This is a promise I made to my little boy, and I intend to honour it. 2 days ago, I was at the Pride of Britain Awards, and I'm proud to say that I won Pride of Britain for London. I don't do it for awards, I do it to make my little boy proud. But knife crime is getting out of control in the UK. It's growing 5% year on year, and it's up 78% in the last 10 years, and things have to change. I do a lot of work with Carl and Tusa Duo, but look, thank you for listening to me. This is our charity. I'm on TikTok at Charlie Costa 17, Instagram Charlie's Promise, and on Facebook. Thank you for your time.
But we're real, we're true, and this is happening every day in our country. So my name's Judy Taylor, and I'm here on behalf of my 19-year-old grandson Liam Taylor. Nearly 5 years ago, on the 31st of January at 8 o'clock, he got stabbed to death in a little quiet village pub in Essex. He, in a 13-second attack by 4 individuals in a stolen car, masked up balaclavas, machetes, knives, zombie knives, whatever else they had. He was in the wrong place at the wrong time, absolutely nothing to do with him whatsoever. They decided in 13 seconds, stab him twice through the heart, twice through his lower back, for the artery in his left arm, for his 11th rib bone, lung and liver, and on top of that he had 28 separate injuries. 3 of the individuals are using prison sentence, 1 walks out straight free. From that day, my family is totally destroyed, just like the rest of them here. My daughter, nearly 5 years later, has been a full-blown alcoholic for 4.5 years. She has mental health problems, she has PTSD, she has insomnia. 4 months ago, we stopped her drinking. Great. She's now grieving the loss of her son nearly 5 years after he's been murdered. His younger brother has mental health problems, and he now has a 16-year-old sister that was 12 when he was murdered. She never went back to school. She weighs 3 stone. She has an eating disorder, insomnia, and really bad anxiety. So our family is completely in pieces. Just like Martin, I've won the Pride of Britain, I've won the Award from Her Majesty, and I've won the Prime Minister's Award, because I've volunteered. We're not proud of it though, we're not proud of what we've won, because it raises awareness for our loved ones. I volunteer for Essex Police and Metropolitan Police. 15 months ago I gave up my full-time work. I do this all day, every day, rain, snow, hail, whatever. I go to schools, colleges, unis, I go into prisons and talk to lifers. And people question why, because I don't want to come out and do it again. One of the last prisons I was in, 9 weapons were handed in. And knife crime, violent crime and gun crime in this country is rife. So, you know, all we can do is try and educate these kids, and that's what we do day in and day out. But thank you for listening. I'm really sorry for what the question.
Come on, sister, you can do this. Come on.
He was shot and murdered by mistaken identity in the playground full of children. He received 6 bullet wounds out of 14 gunshots that were fired. Nothing to do with him. We went through a dreadful court case. I'm trying to highlight gun crime, but gun crime's not out there at the moment, and it's not highlighted like knife crime is. And I'm here today, and I'm not really eloquent with it all right now. And my daughter is struggling so much. She's so wanting to be here, and I find it very hard for his loss. And my daughter does. So sorry.
Yes, everybody, this is just something different, and it's like, it's an awareness that I feel that we should all be a part of certain movements, especially like things like the homeless, especially trying to save lives is important, especially when our young teenagers across not just the UK but worldwide is being attacked, in the sense of there's a constant battle amongst the teenagers with each other to save their lives, to prevent their lives from not being taken from another young teenager, their age bracket. What is going on in our community? What is going on amongst our youths of today? Is it to do with their upbringings? Is it to do with the family orientation, the living conditions at home? What is it, everybody? And what is it we can do to prevent this? And if you're watching this video right now, you're part of 24 Hour Kitchen, you're a part of the movement, you understand? Let's try and just be mindful in what is going on out here. You understand, people? Just as we are with the homeless, let's be mindful. If you have a young teenager, check in to find out if him or she is walking with things that they're not supposed to be walking. Find out if he or she is facing peer pressure outside the house by other teenagers. Do you understand, people? Yeah, it's important that we stay on top of keeping these young teenagers alive so that our futures can be bright. Do you understand, people? Yeah, and we can take the terror and wipe away the stress that's tearing up mums, dads, families, friends that have lost their loved ones, people, yeah? Let's do this together thing. It's a oneness, you understand? Let's protect our young teenagers, boy and girl. Let's protect them. Let's love them. You understand, people, yeah? In 2022 to 2023, there was an approximately 6.74 million crime offences across England. 6.7 million, 6.7 million crime offences across England and Wales, compared with just over 4 million 10 years ago. So in this space, look at look at the crime rate. It's rocketing up. So we need to try and help where we can, you understand? Our good vibes people, yeah? Our oneness, our one love, you understand? Let's do this. And I know you guys can do this. We've been in this together, you understand? Let's not lose no more lives. Let's protect lives, you understand? Our young boys, our young girls, them, man them, the girl them on the roadside and our plea. Come on, allow the thing now. If you guys are watching this as the youngsters as well, come on, you don't know, so we was all young one time, but we're there, sir. And we're all looking out for you guys. So you don't know if you do the right thing. You understand? I know in life, we can get caught up into things that we never expect to have the involvement of being in. And that goes for a lot of young people, but just be careful in who you're having friends with, who you're going out with, and who's friends of friends. And you understand, people, yeah? One love, a good vibes. That is it.
But this is Joe. Joe was fatally stabbed in 2022. He was just turned 18 the month prior. Joe received a phone call from friends to go and help him, and Joe was set upon when he went to help. Joe received 7 stab wounds and lots of bruises and cuts and things like that. Joe managed to get to hospital because a bystander helped and knew first aid. But unfortunately, we were in hospital for 20 minutes and Joe was pronounced dead. As part of Joe's memory, because Joe obviously died going to help somebody, we decided that we would keep his memory alive, and we have what we call the Joe Dix Foundation. The Joe Dix Foundation educates and raises awareness of child criminal exploitation, gangs and knife crime. And if we can raise the awareness of the early warning signs to parents to look out for, they might be able to get help with their children before they get really deep into gangs and knife crime. So that's what we do. We're on social media and TikTok.
Before you guys leave the stage, listen, one big round of applause. So I think it's only reasonable that obviously we understand that knife crime is a massive problem in the UK and probably globally, to be fair. So on that note, in memory of these amazing people, let's have 1 minute silence.
They're raising awareness in schools, they're going into communities, and they're helping so many children. But realistically, they should be grieving, but they're not. They're helping saving other families and other parents so they don't have to go through the loss that they've gone through. So one thing that we've actually done that they don't know about is we've actually got an award for each one of them.
Yes, yes.
Thank you for everything you're doing.
Massive round of applause, guys.
Thank you guys, appreciate it, the support. Thank you.
DJ Bob, I need the help of the crowd. It's real simple, it's a real simple hook. It goes like, oh, 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 you got me fucked up, oh, 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 you got me fucked up, oh, 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 oh,
You got me fucked up.
oh, 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 oh.
You got me fucked up.
Let's go, DJ Bob.
Yeah, right. You understand?
Shout out to the UK, London is my birthday.
Outside. That's what we do. It's what we do.
Hey, hey, okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, London. If you got a ring, that's none of my business. We keep it low-key, that will be.
1,
guys are amazing. Listen, we're gonna go on to 3 a.m. We're gonna party up. There's drinks at the bar, guys. We're gonna do an after party now. Everyone enjoy it. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you to the venue. Thank you to our leader, the team, the bartenders, the tech team. DJ Bob, drop the beat. We're gonna party. Let's go.
Hey, go easy tonight.
Look at the rest, look at the dress, look at the rest.